other numbers, though they do play a part. I had kind of like a hack that I've been just trying. It kind of came to me, but I figured that I'd share that with you. Okay. Now, usually when we see numbers like that, a lot of the first things that people do is we want to, go to YouTube and find out what it means. Or we Google some shit, and a lot of times when you Google some shit, you're going to find basically the same thing, just regurgitated. And a lot of them is based on what they call angel numbers, okay? But I have a suggestion that I've been trying, and I want to give it to you, okay? So instead of, when you see these numbers, instead of going to look what it means, it has an intrinsic meaning. And to some degree it might, because numbers carry vibrations and certain things like that. But even in that case, along the line, somewhere down the road, somebody had to say, this is what that means. This is what that means. Okay, so don't forget that. But I have another one, a way for you to kind of like pimp the numbers a little bit, if you will. So what I started doing, you know what I'm saying? I said, okay, 888, 555, 333. Yes, these are very synchronistic, and I don't know what the mathematical statistics are that you're going to see this same triple digit several times in a day. But I tell you one thing, I need you to show me 4 numbers in a row or 5 numbers in a row. And what my suggestion is here in this very short, quick video is, if there's a question that you want to know something about, and you're tired of kind of going back and forth about it, and you want to leave it up to synchronicity to see if synchronicity is going to kick in, or see if the matrix is going to respond, or your soul, or however you want to term it, assign a meaning to a number. Instead of going to look at what a meaning is, assign a meaning to that number. For example, is this the right move for me? Let me see 4 8s. 8888. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot rarer than seeing 888, believe it or not. And it's specific. You're using these numbers, which if you're paying attention to numbers and you're paying attention to synchronicities, then you're already kind of attuned to that, which is why you're seeing them even more, because your reticular activated system in your brain is programmed now to look for this shit. So you can drive by a sign and all of a sudden it's like something takes your head and goes and turns your face over here. Look over here. You know what I'm saying? And we all have that. So I started thinking, as opposed to just treating these numbers like they're just set in stone, let me start using these numbers in a different way. And in some ways, you can almost also look at it as a form of divination, if you will. But yeah, so that's my little tip or something like that. I've been trying it, and you know what? Now I'm starting to see, certain 4-digit numbers. If I have a certain question, I'll say, hey, today, show me this number if this is whatever. Or you can give it 2 days or 3 days or whatever like that. But you know what I'm saying? You can pimp that shit, as opposed to taking a more passive route where the number just has a meaning, and every time you see a 333 or a 444 or a 555, that you just look it up and say, okay. Sometimes that's on, sometimes that is on, and sometimes that's, valid. Sometimes it might be just what you need, but this is just another way to use some of these numbers, a more unique and tailored way to whatever it is that you might need. So if you need like some type of a nudge, or some type of a sign, or something to show you something that you're on the right track, just a little encouragement or whatever, try something like that. Use these numbers. Don't just accept them for what the stereotypical meaning might be for that. All right. So let me know how things have gone for you in using that. Okay. So peace and blessings.